Hi. I haven't been on here in a long time. And I was just coming on to tell y'all a story that went down yesterday for me. And it was like a big deal because I never like did something like this before. Well, I have, but not like exact. Okay, so I went for to get my kids sneakers for school. And I was, we went to the local sneaker store. But the thing is, this wasn't like just local. I don't know how I ended up at this place that I ended up. So it was a sneaker store at Mingle somewhere. And I go in the store, and then, the guy comes and help me. Eye contact automatically. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I just came buy sneakers anyway. So um, I made eye contact with him, and then, whatever. He got the sneakers, it wasn't the right one. Even the color, it was just all not right. So then my daughter picked up whatever her sneakers, and he got her size and then got my son's size. So he came back, and then when he was coming back, the name Anthony came to me. So I said, Anthony? And he looked at me, and then he was like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you my name. That's my name. My name is Anthony. I didn't tell you when you came in. I was like, oh no. I was like, your name's Anthony? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, I didn't know that was your name, and I just said your name Anthony. That's weird. Like, that's so cool. But he don't know what I know. He's like, yeah, that is kind of weird, huh? Like just looking like, okay, weirdo. So, um, then he goes in and goes to the counter. Before he did that, I said to him, I'm sorry, I'm, I know you may think I'm crazy, or this may sound funny, but, is your mother, can I ask you a question? Is your mother alive? And he said, yeah. I was like, shit, what the heck? I said, is your aunt? He said, yes. I was like, ugh. I was like, I'm sorry if I said that. That was weird. I'm sorry. And he was like, no, it's okay, yeah. And then we went up to the counter. But then something was saying to me, like, no, mother. Sister, aunt, mother. So I said, oh, it's mom. Then she showed me the sneaker. My daughter had picked up two sneakers, a pink pair and like, I think black. But they only had the pink pair. So it was like, show me October, the month of October. Show me the pink for October. I said, oh shit, she probably got breast cancer. So now I go up to the counter, and then the woman says, like, cancer. So I said, did your grandmother die of cancer? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh. And looking around like, and then I was like, I'm sorry. And I took I did the card, and then I was like, have a good day. I'm sorry if I spooked you out a little bit, but yeah. He was like, it's all right. And then I walked out. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that was all about. Just leave. And I was so unrelieved because I didn't accomplish something. I just asked him questions. It was nothing. Why? There was no why. So I seen these. I remember I seen these two old women walking towards the store, and one had on a pink shirt and one had on a black shirt, and they said that could be his mom, his aunt, his mother walking up to see him right now. You should go back and tell him what you know. And they was older lady. They wasn't his aunt, but it was like a replica of them. Like they could be, not that they look, but one of them had pink. One of them looked like they rough. One of them looked girly, like the same way he described them. Oh, because I didn't mention the part when I said, out of when he was picking up the shoes to scan. I didn't mention that part. I asked him this to ask him about the pink, and I said, out of out of your mom and your aunt, which one of them likes pink? And I already knew it was the aunt. So he said my aunt. That was confirmation for me. And then that's when I left, seen the ladies, and then I parked, turned back, and I parked because it was like I was being magnetically pulled back towards him. So I parked the car and I got out. I went back inside. He had this line. And I went inside and I said, Anthony, do you mind if I talk to you real fast when you get a chance? He said, yeah. So he finished his line. He walked over to me. And I said, I don't mean to scare you or, bother you. I don't know. I just have to give you a message. Do you mind if I share it? He said, yes. I said, I don't know you from nowhere. Your grandmother came to me to tell me, I told him I was a medium. And that was the first time I ever did that. I was like, I'm a medium. I was like, oh, I'm a medium. Okay. So anyway, I said, I'm a medium and your grandmother came to me and she wants me to tell you to tell your aunt and your mother, and I don't know which one. I want to say your aunt because of the pink thing, but I'm going to say both of them, to get a mammogram. October is October. I was like, did your grandmother have cancer on the right side of her body or her breasts? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, all right, tell them to get checked out. They need to get a mammogram and get their body checked. Because, I'm not saying anything wrong, but because your grandmother had it, she just wants them to get themselves checked out and make sure everything's okay with them. Do you understand? And he's like, yeah, like, I was like, I'm sorry if I scared you in any way, but, I have to say these things because if not, I will be sick. It will bother me if I don't give it out, And that's how the thing is that people don't understand that when we have a message to give, it's like it is from the most honorable respect out of the person, and people don't understand that, and that's fine. But I just wanted to share that I just shared a message with a complete stranger, but yet it's so hard for me to share a message with my own family. It's so hard for things to come across my family in a sense that I mean well. It becomes a point where it's not your ego anymore, it's your heart. And people are so used to the ego talking that when your heart speaks, they don't even understand. So I'm just happy that God gave me this gift and I will continue to spread His, God's word, the Most High, Gaia, everything. Whatever one believes is that high, is that source, whatever name y'all call it. That source is here to help us, help ourselves. And there's nothing else. Sometimes it may come off dark and sad and woo. But in the end, in the beginning, in the end, it vice versa. In the end, in the end of this world when that one is in, is light. But to get through that light, you have to walk through the most darkest, dark, depending how dark your life is, you're going to walk through it. Some people, darkness is not as dark as others. Some people's darkness is not as dark as others, but we still have to go through it. It may be longer for some, but we still gotta go through it. And I just want, I keep, when I started this, they told me my hardest struggle would be to deal with my family. And I'm like, yeah, right. We all up in this stuff. We know about this stuff, I talk to them. They know I have this gift. They know that I'm going to help them. They know they'll listen. Jonathan L. Harris. You are right. This is the hardest thing to go through, is with family. And then when you're like, oh my God, you feel like it's going to happen tomorrow. That's how strong the energy comes to you. And then, they just, throw it out the door, and then you just become, subdued to yourself, and you just start to build. And now I'm going to just write more. I just wrote something down, like 2 pages down today. And the more I write, the more I can let that go and go to someone who wants my help, right? I can't keep holding on to someone who don't want my help. Someone who don't need me. Okay? I have to go out there for the ones that need and want to hear something from something higher than themselves, the most high, the highest of the high, the source, a source of the high, a vessel of the high, an angel. People want to hear from them. But not right now from my family. But angels, we gonna help. We gonna help the people that want to be helped, right? I love you all. I just love. I just love. Y'all have a blessed day, whoever watched. The 3 people that watch. I love you. So, all right, guys, I'll see you probably next year, because I'm going to do this often, but who knows? Maybe a month from now, or maybe 2 weeks, maybe tomorrow. But whatever it is, have a blessed, wonderful, starific day, you star children. May God sprinkle all the stars of love and joy on your hearts and souls. May God bless you forevermore in all the days that you live and ever after. Because we are all one.